All right. So the other part I've been procrastinating on, outside of going on my walk, finishing this app. So the purpose of the app is to allow people who plan their lives and plan their virtual events ahead of time, meaning more than 24 hours in advance. For those people to be able to post those dates and it to be combined with anyone else that's going live or anyone else that has a virtual event. And essentially it allows all the fans and all the participants, all the users to see it, and not just see it, but also be able to post things on there. Like, it's not a mandatory thing, but say I was watching a cooking event and took screenshots or made my own version. I'd be able to post and share that with everyone. And it also sort of gives like my credit. But the biggest thing is so that it links it all to that person and everyone can see what those events are like, to sort of understand if they're going to get their money's worth. Right now, a lot of things that are live are free. And hopefully it stays that way, but we truly never really know. So I really just want to get it away so I don't have to figure out different lives by going to different channels and remembering and like setting my own calendar, my own reminder, and none of that. Like, just tell me where your live is going to be at, like any place. It could be Facebook, Instagram, like you'd be able to list all of those. For things that have a link associated with it, you'll be able to click the link in the web version to show up. Eventually down the line, I wanted to switch over and connect to that app, like how a lot of things work. Like if you're clicking in your mail and you click something and it switches over to web browsing, and then certain web browsing switches over to the app version, if you have it downloaded. So eventually that's where it's gonna go, but right now I'm just gonna get it up and running so people can add their events, their lives, and the places and the details and the time, and for you as the user to be able to see it all grouped together. So anyone that you want to be notified on, it'll automatically group them together by day. So today's going to have a list of people that you follow, and it's going to give you their times and their dates. It's going to give you today's event, and then when you click on it, it'll give you sort of the other dates and the other times. And you can then select if you want to be notified or if nothing. Like, it'll just show up in your feed and you can decide to look at it or not. And then that way, all the people that you really wanted to watch their live and you forgot about it or whatever the case may be, like, that's just a quick and easy reminder for you. It is predominantly dependent on the user. So the entertainer, the person hosting the event, the host, it is strongly dependent on that. But with that being said, you can add into your own feed if there's a date that you want to put in there with a certain person. And we'll sort of just go from there on how to group them all up. To be honest, I don't know what that looks like. So that part I don't know how well it's going to work out. But it needs to be an option, because if someone's not using the app, which right now it's brand new, so it's very possible that, you know, your idol, performer, host isn't going to use the app. But until they do, you still need to have that option of being able to see it. So in that case, you would have to remember and put it in there. It just wouldn't be in your calendar. It would be so that other people would know. That's all. You'd be helping everybody else out. People who want to go to that event or see that event, you'd be able to put it on their calendar. So, yeah, it works out. But that's just the beginning. And that's what I figured out so far. And I will focus on building that tomorrow. I have checking the time. I have classes that I'm like online classes. They're not college courses. They're just things that you can purchase online that I'm working on. So I'm going to do that. I need to review some of my project management information, because I'm talking with possibly one of my future managers. Not anytime recently, because the position has been filled, but you know, if it's available down the line, or because this group is growing, they might have another position open within the next 4 to 6 months. So I want to be ready so that I can come in and swoop it up, and it won't be any questions, comments, or concerns. I might not even have to interview. Like, yeah, we already talked about it. She just needed to do this, that, and the other, and I check in with her and sort of have like this mentorship so I can easily transition into that role, because a girl got to change the position she in now. And yes, I am focused on my app. That is a huge priority to me, but I need balance. I need to be able to not stress about my job. And not that I am stressing about it, it's just I know myself well enough to say I need to work on my next step today so that I can go ahead and do that within a year. Because I don't know where my app will be in the year. I can't predict that. I hope it blows up, but you know, this stuff takes time, and I'm going to be patient, and it does suck. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not hoping that it goes viral. You do hope. It's good to have hope. And if it comes, when it comes, I'll be grateful. I'm just not going to be like, oh, I just need this to happen in the next 3 months. Like, I want to build a good company, like a good company, not just a brand, not just an app or a product. I want to build a awesome, amazing, great, however spectacular you can call a company. That's what I want to build. And there's so many other things, and I'm back to saying so I'm going to work on that. Furthermore, I've been having some thoughts on my mind that I've been telling myself isn't worth recording, but they keep reoccurring, so I'm going to try and get those thoughts off of my head, just because it's things that I want to do down the line. It's my dream, and if you guys want to laugh at my dream, go ahead. Like, I get it. It sounds ridiculous. Today I'm unknown. Nobody in the world knows who I am. So, and I mean, like, on here, video-wise, I clearly work. So I clearly have a family. I came from somewhere. So not in that sense. I've been so tired lately, which is such a good thing. I realized that if I do 4 laps or more around the apartment complex, I actually get tired, which is great for someone like me. I don't sleep. It's awful. It's god awful. But sorry, my eyes, just so much. This is what happens when you don't fully wash your face. Like, you just rinse it in the morning because you don't feel like washing it with soap. Then all the oil from your face, if you have an oily face, all the oil on your face just sort of builds up. And since the only thing that really moves on your face is your eyelids and your mouth, which my mouth, I can just, roll whatever sweat or whatever oil. I can just roll that off of my lips. Eyes, however, every time I blink, it's like slowly seeping in there. Whew! So, sorry if that's a little bit too much right now. So, sorry, but it's who I am, and I'm not really on here to hide who I am. I try not to. I am human. I do it still. So, don't be caught off guard if you one day run into me. If I ever get to a point where people run into me and know who I am, because things might change and I might not ever need to do this. Or, what I'm expecting my dream to take off as isn't going to look how I dream of it looking. So one option is for things to go viral or just overall build slowly. Or maybe I don't end up needing to use any of this video and it serves its purpose for my kids, my future kids. I have 0 kids now, but yeah. I don't know where this is gonna take me. I just know the things that I'm working on, and I figured I should document it, and I figured it might help someone else who's on a similar journey. So because of that, I'm just like, I just want to help one person. That's all. Just help one person. And yeah, keep that bar real low. Real low. Every time I raise it, I want to notice it and I want to put it back low. Lower the bar. That way anything above the bar is a bonus and it's just extra happiness. Like it makes me happier. So that's just my view. That's my take on life. There's plenty of people who have different takes on life, and you got to find what works for you, who works for you, and the advice that you're willing to do or you're willing to face so that you can overcome your fears. I had something on my lip. Y'all, the bugs right now, these little nets. I can't complain because I've been in buggier places. But today, when a sister was sweating, trying to get these steps in, had never been more annoyed with these pint-sized bugs. So, yeah, fruit flies, whatever you want to call them. They're called different things in different places. So, I made it though. I made it through. I did my walk. I'm gonna go finish eating. I'm pretty sure my class is getting ready to start. So I'm gonna do that. Other than that, I am showering and relaxing. That's it. And I don't need to accomplish everything that I just listed. It'd be nice. I'd be happier, because I'm already happy. I'd be happier if I accomplished all those things. Like, I'd really be proud of myself. But I'm not going to be disappointed of myself if I don't do it. I'm just not. I'm human. I got a whole nother tomorrow. Whole nother tomorrow. And yes, there's some people who can't go to bed dirty or without taking a shower. Sometimes that's just not me. Call me what you want to call me. Judge me how you want to judge me. It's not going to change the fact that I sometimes just get too lazy and fall asleep. It's not really too... Yeah, it is. Sorry. I was going to flat out lie. I think I was convincing myself, making an excuse, and saying that it's not really lazy, but it is. I get too comfortable, which makes me lazy, but it's still laziness. And so, yeah, I was going to make an excuse for it, but no, I am lazy. On certain things, we all are. There's certain things that just aren't important enough, aren't a priority enough for us to push ourselves to do it. And it doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. It doesn't mean it's permanent. Like, I've always been this way. I'm always going to be that way. Like, no. You know? When I have a family, it might change. The type of things I do from day to day will change. So, you know, it might not be as important to eat all my meals today, depending on what's going on. But if I had kids, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to eat all my meals because I'm going to need my energy. I need that fuel. So it's different. I don't need to be judged for it. It's just, I'm different. Or the same. To all those people who are like me on some of your hygiene choices. But, or just overall laziness. Grocery shopping. Like, we're human. So, I will talk a little bit about my dreams later on. Later on. I think I just said that. A little later on. Really. But judging how hungry I am and how close to time I need to get ready for this course, there's a good chance that I won't make this video tonight about my dreams, other utopia items. I don't really know if I want to call it utopia, but other things that I think will help free our minds, take up less space, which leaves more space for the important stuff, the happy stuff, the things you enjoy and just find peace in. So, All right, I'm gonna go. Y'all have a happy night. I love you. I believe in you. And if I can do it, you can do it.